first day in Minecraft. You might have noticed there are a lot of things you can't do in this version, like sprinting, crouching, dragging items, F5. Well, you can F5, but it kind of looks like this. But there are obviously some things that you can do, like building an epic house, collecting every block, and finding the rarest item. That's the stuff I'm gonna do. But right now, we're just going to find a place to build a house so I don't get murdered by mobs. I found the perfect place to build my house, and I built a giant pillar into the sky to mark the area, but then there was a problem. I don't know how to get down from here. I decided to do a ladder MLG, and I obviously landed it, no question there. I replenished my health bar and cut down a few trees in the area, and then I started digging out an area to build the most epic house in Minecraft. Okay, the roof's still kinda missing. It's work in progress. For the rest of the day, I searched for coal, and I just couldn't find it. So my only source of light for the night was just this furnace. Yo, who let him cook? On day 2, I found out you can make smooth stone slabs from cobblestone, and then I added a roof to my house. Hardcore YouTubers be like. I'm just kidding, this is the house. It looks a lot better? Don't worry, this is only like 1% of what it will be at the end of the video. I managed to get some coal, so I lit up my house with some torches, and then I built a floor out of stone slabs. I also made a chest to store my blocks because I'm collecting every block. This is what we have so far. Not very much. After that, it was getting dark, so I figured it was time to go caving. I basically got a 5-star wanted level the second I stepped foot in a cave. There's also no audio in this version, so things like this creeper trying to exterminate my bloodline are very common. So within less than 10 minutes, I was walking back up to the surface on 4.5 hearts with no food. It looks like caving in this version might actually be hard, but that's okay because I like things that are hard.
What do you mean by that?
On day 3, I was supposed to look for food, but instead I started mining some sand because I need it for every block. I'm sorry about that edit, guys. I have a sand addiction. After the sand, it was pig murder time, and then I cooked some pig and some glass. Oh yeah, I also never mentioned that cooking pigs gives you steak in this version. Kinda weird. I spam hoed some grass to get some seeds, and then I planted a little farm on the side of my house. Not the other half, though. I don't deserve that yet. After that, I added some windows to my house and put a little pathway in front, and then the house was actually looking kinda drippy. Confidence is what you need to go caving in this version, and also a large amount of meat. So since I have one of those, I think it's time to go caving again. Okay, I managed to mine a lot of iron as you could see, but what I'm mainly looking for is some diamonds. I need 10 to collect every block, and I also want to get max drip at some point in this video, but right now we only have 0. I do have full iron though. For the rest of the day, I just kept caving. Yeah, that basically summarized my caving experience. On day 5, I decided the cave life was not for me, and it was time to strip mine. I found a weird glitch that almost killed me, but other than that, I found nothing. I heard 90% of miners quit before hitting it big, and I joined the 90%, making my way back up to surface. For the rest of the day, I did some stuff like mining more coal, lighting up the entire area around my base, and making a hole to collect some passive mobs to breed. Does my hole look good? Yes or no? Then I just continued making the front of my house better, and I watched the sunrise, and I need snow for every block, so I went on a journey to look for it. The information I lacked at this time though was that you need a world that was in winter mode to find these 2 blocks. So basically I was just completely wasting my time. It's probably the fact that everything has thumbnail level saturation on it. On day 7, I made my way back to my base. I tried to lure some sheep into the hole I made, but then I realized that you can't do that in alpha. You also can't breed mobs. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I spent most of the day upgrading the front of my base even more, and then it was back to the caves again. Why are there so many animals in the cave? I found nothing really while caving, just the coal and iron like usual, and then I got jump scared by a creeper. Since diamonds don't seem to be an option right now, I decided to just work on my house on day 8. And for this next build, we are going to need a lot of wood. So I started a mass deforestation. I was cutting down every tree within a 1,000-mile radius. But don't worry, for every tree I broke, I was planting them back. Alright, now that we have all this wood, I honestly don't remember what I was going to do with it. Oh yeah, I was making a mine shaft. That's what I was doing with the wood. Mining mine. That's a pretty sick name. Next, I replaced some stone with cobblestone and gravel to make the mine look a bit nicer. And by the end of day 9, I was finished the shaft, and then it was Secret Friday. It's still not a secret. I'm reading a list of everything added right now. This list includes boats, cactuses, clay, reeds, bricks, slimes, bookshelves, and your mom. Haha, get it? I'm sorry. But that isn't all the updates, and the last update is a very controversial one. The Goofy F5 has been removed, and it has been replaced with Fortnite F5 instead. I'm pretty much finished upgrading my base for now, so I think I'm going to hunt for some of the new blocks because I'm still missing a lot of them. So I guess it's time for us to hit the water. I don't think that's what that means. Okay, we found some cows. That's not really a block, but it is new. Something about these cows just does not look right. For the rest of the day, I kept searching for the new blocks. First, I found some reeds, and then I found some clay right after, and finally I found a stray cactus in the open. Not really sure if cactuses belong here. At the end of the day, I made my way back to my base and crafted every block that I had resources for. Okay, we're only actually missing 19 blocks. The only problem is some of them aren't even in the game yet. On day 11, I made a gold block and an iron block. Kinda forgot the texture used to look like this. And I also crafted some bricks. I used to love bricks when I was younger. Okay, that sounded kinda sus. I planted a cactus and made a sugarcane farm, and then I crafted a block of TNT. Alright, now there's only 15 blocks left, and most of them are in the caves. So it's time to go back. You might have thought the mobs were bad the first few times I went caving, but the last update on day 10 added something that I was not ready for. They're literally hitting me through the walls. Apparently Alpha V 1.0.11 is the Slimepocalypse update, so instead of dealing with that, I decided to strip mine the rest of the day. I found nothing. On day 12, I got tired of strip mining, so I decided to take on the slimes. I almost died immediately. Everything was okay though, because I actually found a method to exterminate the slimes. I continued exploring the caves, and I was actually feeling pretty confident, despite having one armor bar and an infinite amount of slimes attacking me. Eventually, this confidence got the best of me though, because I died to slimes. Okay, technically I didn't die to slimes. I accidentally lavaed myself, and I don't really know which one of those is more embarrassing. All I do know is I only have 5 minutes to get my items back. Oh no, guys, this is really intense. I wonder if he will get his stuff back. These stakes are insane. I got my stuff back. I'm honestly not sure how it didn't burn though. For the rest of the day, I continued exploring, and I still found nothing. So I went back up to surface so I could at least craft some of the blocks I'm missing. I crafted some rails and an iron door, which puts me 2 blocks closer to collecting every block. I also forgot to save an iron ore to put in the chest, so we're still missing one of the easiest blocks. On day 14, I wanted to stop my crops from being trampled, so I remade my farm. There are no fences in the game yet, so this will have to do. I also crafted a bookshelf, which was another block that I'm missing, and then I captured a sheep. I think it's about that time in the video where the YouTuber gives the mob a name. That's his name. That's what I'm naming him. After naming my new pet sheep, it was time to go caving for the 400th time. I'm going to save you the details on this one. Getting annoyed by slimes? Check. Strip mining time? Check. Diamonds? Check. Wait, that's out of the ordinary. It was only 3 diamonds.